All right, we've made it to week 18. I keep thinking to myself, are we really that far along? We are. That's so weird to me. Wow. Anyways, week 18. So we have 2 more weeks until we're halfway. I cannot believe it. Okay, I have three more weeks until I get to do the ultrasound. I can't wait. I can't wait. I found out something the hard way this week. I cannot sleep on the ground. I laid down on the ground and I fell asleep, and I felt like, because I have to sleep on my side if I'm gonna sleep on the ground at all, and it felt like my hips were being pushed in, like compacted. So I have to have like a soft surface at this point, or else the circulation is really terrible and it's just super uncomfortable. So I figured out something else this week. I can't overdo it. I've kind of been experimenting a little bit and pushing myself to see where my limits lie. I haven't done that with the other pregnancies, and I think it's because I want to be more physically active as much as possible, just so that I can be healthier. So this week I really pushed myself, and because of that I got to a point where I was just completely and utterly exhausted, and I had actually gone for a walk 2 days in a row. So in pushing myself to that point of doing almost too much, I realized when I hit pure exhaustion, where I feel like I can't do a single other thing, anything more than what I've done, that's when I've pushed myself a little bit too hard. And before that, I need to get to a point where I can just kind of do a little bit here and then take a break, and then do a little bit more and then take a break, and that's what works best. Baby news this week. So here's a baby at 18 weeks gestation. At this point, the baby has fingerprints, and the baby weighs about 7 grams. The baby is also 5 ounces and about 5.5 inches, so growing so much, and it's so exciting. And the baby's also mastering yawning and hiccuping. I have been feeling the baby move a lot, especially when I lay down and I'm relaxing and I'm thinking, I want to feel the baby, I want to see if it will move. And occasionally the baby has been moving around, and I'll actually push back a little bit and I'll feel a kick or movement, and it's so exciting and reassuring. I really love that about it, that it's just so reassuring that I know that the baby's still okay, everything is good. It's awesome. Weird dreams. I want to talk about that for a little while because I have been having some. Just the other night I had a really strange dream. Michael had discussed it, we had discussed it with each other, and we had both decided it was about time for Michael to start setting me up on dates with other men. And that was really weird, especially because he's like, yeah, this guy, he'll be good for you or whatever, and I was like, okay. But I was like coming back to Michael and like whispering in his ears and like asking him all these questions, like, what do I do? This is so weird. What do you want me to do? What is okay? I don't know. And he's just like, just go have a good date with this guy. And I was like, this is awkward. All I really want to do is be on a date with you. Ah! That was so strange. And then another one that I had that was very weird. So I signed up for this dance class. It was like a really cool dance class. I was so excited to be in it, and I was doing so good, and the teacher's like, she's really good at it, let's have her do an example of the worm. So I was on the ground doing the worm and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden I realized I was on my period. And it was weird to me because I was pregnant in my dream, and I was like, why am I on my period? Oh no, I'm bleeding and I'm pregnant. I'm having a miscarriage. And I realized I was still just as pregnant as I am now, yet I had signed up for that dancing class and was doing the worm on the ground. It was so funny. I mean, it was really sad because I had a miscarriage, and I was like, or I was starting to, and I was really worried, and I was just thinking to myself, why did I do that? That was like the dumbest thing. I was like squishing the baby. Oh. Weird pregnancy dreams. But the craziest dream of all time of mine that I have had while being pregnant, it wasn't with this pregnancy, I think it was with James's. I had like 8 babies. I was pregnant with 8 babies. It was like a normal thing. Everybody kind of had 8 babies or close to it. And when I had the babies, regular human babies, and 4 of them were little piglet babies. And that's not even the weird part. When I had them, the doctor's like, okay, now we need to kill all of the little piglet babies and stuff them like they're stuffed animals so that you can give them to the other 4 real babies to make them happy. And I was like, no, they're my babies! I don't want to kill my babies to give to my other babies as a toy. Oh, what is that? That has got to be the weirdest dream I have ever had being pregnant. So after telling you guys all of my craziest pregnancy dreams, I honestly would really, really love to hear all of yours, and I'll just be reading the comments. So in the comments below, tell me all of your weirdest pregnancy dreams. And if you're not pregnant, just tell me a weird dream, because that will be fun. Alright, so we all know what time it is. It's belly time! Belly! Here's my belly. Week 18. 18 weeks. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you can watch my latest Pins and Things video over here, and you can watch my family channel over here. And one more thing, that's a lot more things. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google+. And we will see you guys next time.